How's it going, everybody? Destauch here, and today we're going to be talking about the Halo 3 armor customization that they're adding to MCC. Yeah, let's get into this. So, if you weren't aware, MCC Halo 3 is actually getting a little bit of a facelift, or, well, depending on who you ask. And we're basically getting the Halo Online armor sets, but ported over into Halo 3. Now, if you don't know what Halo Online is, it was like a canceled project way back in the day. It was a free-to-play Halo game for Russia, and it had a kind of Halo 4 aesthetic, but it was built on the Halo 3 engine. So it kind of makes it an easy port for them to transfer stuff from Halo Online to Halo 3, and that's why they're doing it. But the core of the situation here is the armor itself. Now, Halo Online had a Halo 4 aesthetic to it, and there are fans of that aesthetic, but a lot of people consider Halo 3's aesthetic to be sacred, I guess, and it's one of the most popular aesthetics. It has a very clean look to it, and these new armors kind of muddy the playing field a little bit. Now, in terms of my opinion, I think the outrage is a little bit overblown over this. I can understand that, people are very upset with this addition, but I have some ideas that could maybe negate the problem completely and, have a good conclusion for everyone, because I know a lot of people like some of these armors, and I actually do enjoy some of these armors, especially the leg pieces and the arm pieces. I don't think they're too intrusive, and I also think some of the helmets are pretty good, but let's get into it. Now, the first option they could do is something that they do already with the skins, where in the settings you can just toggle them off. So here they could probably just toggle off Halo Online armors, and then the community wouldn't have to see them, and perhaps they would just be replaced with the default armor. I think that could be good, but I think another way would be better for people who like the armor and don't want to get rid of all of it. Now, I'm proposing a flagging system where in the customization menu you could toggle armors flagged or unflagged, and if they're flagged, they don't appear and they're replaced with the default armor set. But this way, we could have, say, if I want to see the soldier helmet, which I actually quite like, we could have the soldier helmet not flagged, but have every other armor piece flagged, or, the pieces that you don't want to see. I think this is a great way to keep the community happy on both sides. Of course, some people want to see this armor, some people don't want to see certain armors, and some people don't want to see it at all. So I think flagging would be the best way to deal with this. Now, believe me, I get it, these armors may not fit with Halo 3, but I think at the end of the day, what this shows is that 343 is willing to do a lot of things that Bungie wasn't, because Bungie actually back in the day said that they just couldn't do this because Halo 3 wasn't designed for it. I'm happy to see that 343 is taking risks, and we have to give them credit for that. We're getting, Pelicans in Halo 4 and Sabers in Halo Reach, so don't beat on 343 too hard for this. I mean, they're trying. They really are. And, of course, we should criticize them for things like the armor coding in Halo Infinite, but I think this is just an instance of short-sighted ambition for MCC, I would suppose. And remember, MCC is getting updated all the time, and 343 have already stated that they're looking into solutions for this problem, so don't be too worried. We'll probably get options in the future to toggle them off. Anyways, that's really all I had to talk about today. Just wanted to get my word in about the armor customization for Halo 3, and kind of maybe cool the flames a bit for people who are really outraged about this. I think that even if we don't get like a flare feature or a flagging feature, I think something will come eventually. And I think at the end of the day, it shows that 343 still cares about MCC, and they still want to keep on adding stuff to it. And remember, all of this is free. We're getting all these unlocks for free through challenges and that battle pass, which, it kind of confuses me. Why have a battle pass if you're not going to make people pay for it? But I guess it's like a test bed for Halo Infinite. But anyways, yeah, this was Destauch. What are your thoughts on this? I'd love to hear it in the comments, and anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Destauch out.